What's up, everyone? It's Rich. All right, welcome to Aphrodite 9. I'm hoping that most of this is going to be David Finch, but opening up the files by the fourth issue, the third and fourth issue, clearly there was something different with the art. So we're going to muscle through issue 4 first, and we'll see where it goes. I know issues 0, 1, and 2 is mostly David's work, so this was what I kind of mentioned in some of the other Top Cow videos, is this was a real problem for them, I think, for a while, which was, a lot of shifting of art teams, which, 4 issues, it should be all Finch, but who knows what happened. But this doesn't look like David to me. But we'll check it out anyway. Colors are nice. We'll move quick through these just to get to the stuff that looks like David to me. But yeah, so this is issue 4. They're not bad drawings. It's just the hope was Finch it up. It's cool. It's nice. We'll see who it is. That's cool. And David may have laid this stuff out. It's possible. We'll see what it says with the credits. This is cool. She's cool design. I always loved this idea for the book. I thought it was very, very cool. Really, really neat designs. It had kind of a European feel, and it was nice. The lead character is very, very pretty. You see a lot of different influences sort of seeping into David's stuff. This is a real nice page. This is cool too. But Ascension was like this too. It starts off just like, you're like, oh man, this is going to be awesome David Finch series, and then he would bail out. And he had a real reputation for that. I know when I started working with him, people would complain a lot about his whatever you want to call it, consistency, but honestly, when I worked with him, he was really, really on it. So I have nothing but great things to say about his work ethic. He worked very, very hard when I was working with him, and we pretty much hit all of our deadlines. Forever Evil, Dark Knight, we did a tiny bit of Wonder Woman together, and then a little bit of Dark Knight on another series. But yeah, I don't think any of this is Finch. It's so weird. Those are kind of cool. Booty. It's kind of melting a little bit. I think the colors didn't help that. So it says David Finch. I don't know, man. It didn't look like Finch to me, but let's check out this. This is nice. Nice inks on that. Don't worry. The stuff that we're getting, that's a great pose right there. Maybe this is Finch. It's like, man, it's a cool pose. Yeah, I guess maybe this is Finch. The cover was for the other issue, though, just to be clear. It goes backwards, so when we see a cover, we're actually seeing a cover for the book that we just did. This looks more like David to me. The inks are great. Man, that is awesome. But that kind of doesn't look like Finch to me. This sort of does. He's so complicated. This is nice. That doesn't look like Finch. This doesn't look like Finch. This kind of does more. Again, really great inks, great colors. That's nice. I love stuff like that. That's really, really cool. All right. Oh, that's nice. Not convinced that this is Finch, though. I don't know. It doesn't really look like a Finch pose. It's all really, really cool looking, though. Whoever did it did a nice job. Faux show. Faux show, faux show. I don't know. Finch, what do you guys think? Alright. What do we got? This is a nice panel. Well, this is trippy inking or something. It's like some of the lines look really good, but it's got very bitmappy. But that's not necessarily the inker's fault, to be clear. That could have been a production thing where it just, I mean, they turn it to bitmap when they color it, but this is nice. These shots are really cool. I love the ship that they're drawing and stuff like that. I'm just not convinced that these are David's people. That doesn't look like Finch. No. So this is issue 3, and it doesn't look like it's a lot of Finch. Call it Aphrodite 2. Great inks on this, but I don't. The face doesn't look like David to me. Maybe it is. This is great though. It almost like it's crazy because it is inks. Man, that's nice inking. That's a lot of work too. Looks great. This is all very, very cool. That's awesome. Okay, let's see what we got here. This looks like Mr. Finch to me. But some of it doesn't. It's so weird. He's having an identity crisis. Okay, this is Finch. Who knows? Maybe it's just all Finch. Victor Lamas. Man, Victor brought it with the inks. Dude, his inks are great. And Fur Cow. Boom. But yeah, this is great. This looks really cool. Her face is a little... I think her eyes are a little cross-eyed. Yeah, her... yeah, there we go. It makes it look like this eye is tweaked, but sometimes that means that it's this eye. It's a weird phenomenon. But one of the eyes is off. But she looks a little cross-eyed. It's neither here nor there. But close it. Whatever. No. Okay. See, this looks like Finch. This is a Finch pose. I don't think that other one was. The guy probably was riffing. The penciler was probably riffing off this piece, but was trying to do a different pose. But David's stuff is usually pretty, like, in your face. This is great. I mean, when Finch is on it, man, the dude is just incredible. That is so powerful and just good. God dang. That is just rocking. And again, beautiful, beautiful inks. It really, really looks great on David. Yeah, see, this is our Finchy. Here we go. We had to fight through it. This was the problem with the image artists. Shame on them. I've said this before, but we were told, the group that I was sort of hired in, although I was hired sort of individually, but as people were coming in behind me, yeah, that Wildstorm made it very, very clear that we weren't going to be able to, like, fuck up on deadlines and stuff like that, and we weren't going to have, you know, 6 pencilers on a book. You were either going to sink or swim, but you weren't going to be goofing around. And you know, it really benefited us. I mean, it's, you know, myself, Lee Bermejo, Carlos Deanda, most of the other artists didn't. I mean, some of them are still working, but most aren't working in comics the way that, like, myself and at least Lee Bermejo are doing, which is we pretty much are full-time comic book artists. I have friends still that do a comic occasionally, but they haven't really been in the stream like we have. Carlos does a lot of game design and other, like, freelance stuff, but yeah, we worked our asses off. And it benefited us because it's like if you wanted to get good, then you had to be reliable and good, which is a great combo because that means you can actually work and produce and you don't, like, gas out and things like that. Man, this is fantastic. David's been doing some great covers. The stuff that I've seen over the last, like, years really look good. He seems reinvigorated and is just doing some really, really great looking stuff. And it'll be exciting. I'm under the impression that sort of in the last year he's been working on a book for Image, maybe. I don't know if it's ever been announced. This is just through the rumor mill what I heard. But if that's the case, I really look forward to it. I think it'll be great. This is all awesome. Yeah, you can just, like, David doesn't draw like that other artist. And again, there was nothing wrong with the other artist, but when you're expecting this, it's hard to have something different. Fabok came really close for a while. There was a point where he was drawing so much like David, and he's kind of broke away from it now. But yeah, there was a few years ago. His stuff was super, super. And I know people go, "Oh, he was an assistant of David or a protege," but I'm just saying that like Fabok could have filled in on these pages, but he probably wasn't that good at this point. But someone like him, if they had a more similar style, it would have worked better. This is cool. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know all the influences that he had going into this. I mean, you can definitely tell he has his original sort of structure, but you know, there's a little Mobius, there's a little Manera, Travis, who knows, maybe Juan Jimenez. So, you know, you always see Silvestri in his stuff. Like Blade Runner. Was funny is I'm trying to remember if this book has it too, but there was that floating sort of rock thing got really popular for a minute, where like Stephen Platt used it in Soul Saga. Soul Saga would be cool. I think it's a great looking book. I kind of prefer when Stephen inks himself though, but it's still really good. Man, that is gnarly. Turned it into a pile of meat. Yeah, the first two issues of this book are really, really great, though. Wait till you see what we got coming. And the Zero issue is cool, too. This is nice. Very pretty. Pretty. Great, great cloth. He does that so good. Oh, man, this is awesome. This was kind of the era of Battle Chasers, too. Battle Chasers, Soul Saga. You had Danger Girl. This. It was good stuff. Man, that is great. Look at that, dude. He does that so good. Guy is a badass. This is nice. That is really cool. I like that a lot. Very, very cool. This too. I think Ascension had a little more Travis in it. This doesn't seem to have it as much. This is good. Really good. Face got a little. You can fix that though really quick with the transform tool. You know, the guys have a little of a Travis thing going on. This a tiny bit. And this too looks like Santini from Wildcats. This is cool. I'm trying to think what other movies were coming out around this time. This is great. This is a very simple page, but it's really cool. Like, he didn't load it with detail. Like, you could do a page of this very comfortably. Man, that's awesome. He does these vehicles so good. This is nice. Excuse me. This is really good, too. My OpenGL is maxed out. These files eat up a lot of RAM, I think is what it is. Although I have like 16 gigs, I'm not sure. I have CS6 installed. Photoshop CC was acting like a bitch, so I got rid of it. But at some point, I'll probably get it again. But I just wanted something stable. I don't really use Photoshop that much right now, so I just wanted something that was, you know, somewhat more simple. This is cool. It's really nice. Man, the colors are great. Yeah. I've definitely warmed up to Clip Studio. I mean, I think, like, Photoshop is awesome, but Photoshop is awesome for what Photoshop does. But Clip Studio is actually pretty good. Photoshop, to me, is more like a painting tool. I have Corel Painter, too, so... Oh, this is nice. Oh man, that's really cool. Those are awesome. He's laughing. Ha ha ha. That's cool. Oh man, look at that. Oh man, that is such a neat piece. God, look at that. That's great. This whole thing is awesome. Wow, how fun. Man, Victor Lamas is great. Yamas, I'm not sure how I'm assuming probably pronounces Yamas. He's awesome inker, dude. Really, really great looking stuff. This is all just looks so cool. Rawr. Man, that guy is fierce. This is all really neat. Super cool. Oh, it's like a little... That's really nice. She's wistfully holding the gun. It's like, please, God, give me the strength to just kill shit all day. Oh yeah, this is such a cool piece. Love that upshot too, but man, this is awesome. So this is Weems. So I don't know, maybe Weems did the first issue and then Victor took over. We'll see. So that was issue 2 that we just looked at. We're gonna flip through issue 1 and then 0. And these are all quite dandy. So I'm considering not doing videos over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday because I want to work on Blaster Kid and I don't want to be goofing around with videos. So I'm going to come back Monday, but there's plenty of videos up for right now. And then we'll double up on Monday moving forward. But yeah, I want to just focus on my book this weekend. So this is great, man. This is such an awesome design. Man, that is killer. Yeah, that is really, really cool. Great page, too. But yeah, enough spending time looking at other people's art. I need to be looking at my art. It's a really cool shot. It's similar to the that cover that we were just looking at. This is really, really good. Man, these are awesome. He's like, my lady, would you like to ride on my sky chopper? Damn, this stuff is so good. Look at that guy's face. This is rocking. His stuff is so, like, I say this in a lot of videos. When Finch is on, though, and his stuff can be very, very solid. If you've seen his Nomon DVDs, he seemed tentative doing it. It was kind of funny, but like he's got this stuff down. Yeah, I got the feeling he was a little nervous doing those videos, which I understand because it puts you on the spot, and I don't think he probably at that point really considered himself a teacher per se, but he wants to help people, so... He had started a YouTube channel a few years ago. This is so great. Oh, man. Let's soak this in. Yeah, but this was the era of, like, the floating... Man, that is so cool. Boy. That is awesome. I love stuff like this. Gosh, that is so cool. Yeah, Stephen Platt had some stuff similar, and there was a lot of, like, game design and stuff that was all floating castles and... cool stuff like that. Really, really nice painted mountains too. The mountains. Man, this is great. I just want to cruise around this area and see what all is in here. Yeah, it's really neat. That would take a while to draw. Holy cow. But I would be so excited. Like if I opened a fat Xbox and this is what I was inking for the next 2 or 3 days, I'd be like, yes. Yes. When I was inking Baklo, it was what was fun about steampunk over like some of the superhero stuff that I've done with Finch as an example is steampunk was so unusual that you had weird rooms like this and stuff like that, but like if you're doing like a Justice League comic, a lot of times it's not as wild as this. So, and I definitely like fantasy and sci-fi and stuff like that probably a little bit more than just a traditional superhero story. So yeah, like seeing pages like this would really get me fired up. This is all so cool. Here we go. Look at that. A cool jacket. This guy's cool. Of course, Aphrodite. What do you think she bought? She got a half a kilo of cuttlefish. Booty. Yeah, he was definitely into Manara at this point. We could do a Manara video. I'd have to like kind of be a little tiny bit careful what I pick, but anyone who knows Manara stuff knows the dirty stuff. But I could definitely get together a really, really good video of Manara that wouldn't be too X-rated. Man, the colors are so good. It's really nice. Standby, on and off. Let's do this. It's just sad. This is a really cool figure. Man, that's nice. Ah, that's so cool. Yeah, this is really nice. This is a cool panel. I guess this is all one panel. For a second, that line made me believe that it wasn't. This is like really cool. I like how he has this guy's one arm in silhouette. And then this is great. Boom. It was funny. He did a scene like this in Wonder Woman. It was, I think, the first or second issue we did started with a shower scene. I think it was Wonder Woman. She's sad. It's interesting. Shower. Hello. All right, what do we got? That's cool. Looks like a face. Oh, this is a nice job. Boom. It's a really cool. I like the sort of the fanning effect that he's got with the 3-point perspective. Yeah, that's cool. Boom. Oh yeah, I always like this page. Man, that's so kick-ass. She's just firing it off. Cape looks cool. Her jacket, like, hanging down. This is really cool, too. We had a shot like this in Wildcats. In issue 2, these bad guys, the Brothers Death, I think they were called. There was like 5 guys that all wore numbers, and there's a scene where he throws a hand grenade. It's very similar to that. Coincidence? Maybe. Probably not, honestly. It looks pretty similar. Well, maybe not. Look at that. He's gonna kick some ass. It's like ready to shoot him. That's really, really cool drawing. Man, that is great. Oh, yeah. Choker. Man, that's awesome. That's really, really good. It's tough stuff to draw, man. It makes sense because David does it so good, but grabbing someone in a drawing and having them look like they're actually interacting like that with his hand over her face and stuff like that, it's really, really cool. And this is all great, too. This is nice. David is 100% legit. His Moon Knight stuff is great too. Excuse me. I think that's actually some of my favorite work besides this that he's done. If he would have, like, honestly, if he would have done like 6 or 12 full issues of this book, it would have been great, and this probably would be my all-time favorite thing that he's done. And it's the same with Ascension. I mean, Ascension really had a lot of potential to be a very cool thing. But we just didn't get enough of it, you know. That was the rub. This is great. Look at that. Man, that's so awesome. He did a really good job. Like, the shoe is a little smaller than that one, but keeping everything in proportion is so hard with a piece like this. As far as I've ever seen, to me, it looks like David possibly... he may do thumbnails, but I don't think that he lightboxes his thumbnails up. He may, but a double page spread, this is a big figure to draw and keep it all, you know, like the arm lengths and stuff like that, all equal, and hand sizes making sense. But this is really, really good, man. And it's just a nice design. This is awesome too. Damn. His promo art for this book was very, very cool. Travis had done these things called New Horizons, or I think it was New Horizons covers, but he had done like all these like kind of funky, weird, techie things, and people seemed to really like it, and it carried over into a lot of things. I'm not saying Travis invented it, but these sort of tech tube things in a particular way were pretty hot shit. And rightfully so. They're very, very cool looking. This is nice. Here you go. People always ask me, like, where do you find pencils to ink? Ink this. This is high-res enough. I assure you, you'll be fine with this. Everyone wants high-res pencils, like they're going to find 600 DPI files online. It's not going to happen, folks. This is plenty big to ink a blue line of and practice over. Get director's cuts. Get the ones that are... this is someone else, but it's not bad. Yeah, there's plenty of pencils out there that are big enough size to do an ink demo over. But those books are great unwrapped. Like, you could get the Greg Capul unwrapped book, and you would have a full 120-page book full of pencils that you could ink over, or the Jim Lee one, you know. They have word balloons on them, unfortunately. I wish that they would have just forego the story and just had it like that. This is a nice Silvestri piece. Her head feels a little shallow, though, right here. It's, like, weird. It's like her cranium sort of is missing, or it's, like, it's a little warped. Like, this eye is starting to drift up. It's a little bigger than the other one, too. But it's a moment in time, so if it was too symmetrical, it might look a little stiff. This is such a cool piece. Turner. One of the comics that I have has this cover on it. I don't know if it's a variant or what. And John Livesey did the color, or inks. They look nice. Very cool. That's fun. Cartoony. Oh, yeah. Cool. Like your gloves. Oh, looks neat. That's really, really cool. He's good with this, like, pointed toe thing. He did it with that 2-page spread had it, too. Her backpack looks cool. And the design of her face, I think, is cool, too. The one little dot. And then this, I think, might be the 0 issue. This is really, really cool. So Finch. She, like, wakes up. What? Oh, wait. I'm going to call. Who is this? Oh, man. That's sick. It's like, that does, like, the colors are different, so it doesn't feel as much like Finch, but the drawings look Finchian. Yeah, these colors are very different. It's like what they did on the face changed the structure. They tried to draw a little too much on it, and it made it look a little unusual. It's funny, she has pink lips here, too. I'm assuming that's Finch. He was still, you know, you figure the 0 issue, he's probably getting a feel for the book. This is all really cool. I'm thinking Aphrodite 9 came out before. This is nice, too. Before Ascension. I think Ascension came out after this. I could be wrong on the order of that, but I think that's right. Because Ascension went a lot longer, but it wasn't always David drawing it. This guy's cool. Call him Dr. Love. Oh, yeah. Ladytron. I mean, whoever this character is. Is this Aphrodite 9? This is all very, very cool. It's this neat piece. It's funny seeing these. It's like very rare that Dave would do something like this in a background, just like black silhouettes, like almost like clip art looking thing. It's very, very different for him. It reminds me almost a tiny bit of Jay Lee, but even Jay doesn't really do stuff that's this graphic. This is cool. This is a little more like what I would picture David doing as a background. The other one had a little bit of a different vibe. This is nice, kind of Giger-esque. Very, very cool drapery, as David always does. He's great at that. This monster guy is cool. This is really, really neat. That's a nicely laid out page, too. This is a beautiful panel. That's cool, too. Man, this is nice. Nice page. I want to say that I've seen this page for sale before, but I could be wrong. I don't even remember this. This is actually pretty tame in terms of the level of detail compared to some of the other tech that he's done. It's a little more busy there, but yeah. I'm assuming this is a planet with stuff built on it. Maybe it's the cities that they live in or something. I was thinking it almost had a Death Star vibe, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. Oh, yeah, this is so cool. This looks pretty realistic. He may have used some sort of reference for that. This is all really, really nice. This guy is cool, man. Dude, the inking and just the way that he drew and rendered this guy's head is so badass. This is awesome, too. Creepy and cool. That is awesome piece. Bam! Finch. Bringing it. And then booty. And the boots. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay, we'll have a great day. Like I said, I'll be back on Monday with more videos, and that'll give everyone time to catch up. And if you get bored, come over to Patreon. You can check out, I'll be uploading probably a video or two for Patreon over the weekend. And then Monday I'll be back, and I'll double up again, Monday through Friday. And let the weekends can chill. And you can watch what you haven't watched, or just go through my channel. It's funny because people will make requests and I'm like, it's already on the channel. So go through the other videos. I'm telling you, there's probably a ton of stuff that you haven't seen. There's a Tomo, there's all these European things, Mobius. Oh man, it's just a million things. All right, have a great day. Bye.